Hello my fellow gamers and welcome once again to Perafilozof City Skylines. Let's learn to play. I will be continuing on right where I left off the last time. I had just expanded my city with new residential zones up here. I had to increase the industrial zones as well. I still need some more workers to get enough workers for the new industry. I had placed some more parks to make my people happier. I had increased the capacity of my water and I had paid for more power. I did not have to build more because I'm still at, well, now I'm at 99. Let's put it to 100% and I can increase this to 85. So I still have power and water available and I can expand some more. It says here that I could expand more with industry, but I do not actually have the workforce for it. You see, it says not enough workers. I think that's because I'm still waiting for more sims to move in into these areas over here. So until that finishes happening, I won't be creating more industrial zones. What's going on here? Oh, cool. They're having fun in the park. I didn't even know you could see sims having fun in the parks. Let me find another one. Where did I put them? Parks. One over here. Yeah, you can even see some of them here. A tourist visiting a small park. Cool. Anyway, I seem to have noticed that some of my commercial has gone up to level 2 in these areas as well. They seem to go up fairly quickly. I'm not entirely sure what is the reason for them to go up so quickly. Is it just the huge amount of residential areas around them and so they have a lot of shoppers? I would guess that's the thing. One overeducated worker. So the high school created overeducated workers. Okay, finally all of these buildings have enough workers and now I can add some more industrial. One thing that I was wondering about was my education capacity. With 2 elementaries is 474 out of 600, and when it comes to the high school I am over my capacity right now. Graduated citizen 31%, 1075 out of 1000. Now I don't think that that's still critical, so I'm not going to upgrade my capacity just yet. I think that the high school just needs to catch up to educating the previous teenagers, and the new ones then will get educated without me increasing the number of high schools or its budgets. I love how in this game, when you zoom in, you start hearing more of the noises of the area that you are zooming into. For example, here you can hear dogs, you can hear birds, you can hear people. Well, if you were to zoom into the industrial, you're going to hear these big machines and so on. And I think even if you zoom into the commercial, well, it seems to kind of give the same audio as the residential. Maybe if the area was bigger, I would get more sound specific to the commercial. The road that I made here was a second 2-lane one-way, and they have started using it, so now not everybody goes through here, and we can even check in the overview how does that affect my traffic. I just need to actually find, now this is transportation, leisure districts, land value. Where do I find, which one of these was it for the roads? Traffic, here we go. That's this sign. Oh, I see small cars, one next to each other. Yeah, you see here it's red because they all come this way. But this is still orange because most of them use this lane. But as you can see, some of them do use this one over here and go this way. So hopefully they're gonna start using this one more and more and alleviate some of the traffic from here. Still not too bad, but they are moving kind of slowly. I mean, these roads do have a speed limit of 40. If I had for a 4-lane road, it would be a speed of 50. and the 6-lane roads have a speed of 60, but I don't wish to spend this much money onto roads for a small city like this. I only have, what, 5,500 Sims living here. What else was it that I wanted to show you guys? Let me just check power and water, still okay. Yes, the residential demand has gone up again, and you can see that I'm now getting around 50 population per week. Now, I think that you have to be careful when you're zoning and look at both of these things, both the residential demand and this thing over here, which shows you how many people you are getting per week. Because once you zone, you actually have to wait for them to get into your city, to unpack, to become your citizens, and then a little bit later on you will get a request for more residential. So don't go crazy on zoning and then ask yourself, why isn't this going up at all? So it will go up, but you just have to give the simulation some time. I think there is even some kind of an internal cooldown, just how many sims will want to move in at the same time. So you have to be particularly careful with that. You can see I have a lot of trucks coming in. These are some with loads for my industry. Now you see, one thing that I haven't really thought of was that my industry needs to import its raw materials from the region. But I had originally planned this street to be used just by my sims moving in, and now it's being used by the industry imports and sims, and that is why there are so many cars here and trucks at the same time. So how I could fix this would be to have a one-way going from the right side and connecting straight into the industry, so that my sims do not have to use the same roads as the industry importing trucks. Why? You see, the trucks go right now, no more need for them to go left. And another thing that I wanted to talk to you about was how these one-ways work and why you should always use the right side. Because you see here, whoever wants to go to the industrial part over there just has to keep driving on this right lane, and whoever wants to go left into the city can just go and use this lane, and nobody is stopping anybody to cross any lanes. Busy town, population 5,500, city planning policies, level 4 unique buildings, oil industry specialization, free public transportation, a policy, heavy traffic ban, so I could ban the trucks from going to the left side here, and all sorts of new roads. Whoa, police headquarters, fire station, oil power plant, and a hospital. That's a lot of upgrades, but I don't think either of them is a must at the moment, because I already have some police stations, and this is a headquarter. I have fire houses, and this is a fire station. I do have coal power plants, and I do have clinics, and this is a hospital. So none of those buildings are buildings that I would have to build right now. But since I have mentioned power, I should see just how effective this oil power plant is compared to the oil one. It costs almost triple as much. It has almost 4 times the upkeep per week, but it produces 3 times the power. So not very cost efficient when you look at it. Pollution and noise pollution, well, it does pollute a little bit less. That's on the good side of it. But it costs a heck of a lot more. It is probably more space efficient. I mean, look at this. It produces 3 times more power and takes up twice as much space. So yeah, it is more space efficient, but it costs a lot to build and a lot to maintain, while producing only 3 times more power, but it's being like 4 times more expensive. So I will have to think about exactly how will I progress with my power. The landfills are getting full, and hopefully I will unlock the incinerators, which are going to provide me with power. So in another 2000 sims I will be unlocking incinerator plants. I might even have to get a landfill before I unlock that thing. Buy new land. Alright, I could expand, but as you can see I haven't even used 50% of this plot, so no real need to expand, unless I wanted to play around with this highway, how do you call it, highway interchange. And so even if I want to play around with that, I could buy that plot and then move some things around, get another entrance over here or through here. But for now, the traffic looks to be flowing without any stoppage. Maybe I spoke too soon. I seem to have some stoppage here. Let me think about this. They're stopping here because they're turning left. Alright, there could be a solution for that. If these guys, all they wanna go is left or up. I think what might solve this would be a one-way going through here. But wait, this is a two-way, this is a one-way. I'm not sure how much that will help. This is quite of a puzzle. Oh, okay, I figured it out. Pause the game. Need to do some bulldozing here and here. Take a road, get up here, page up. Alright. Why won't you go up? Page up. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm on the curve tool. Maybe that's why I didn't want to go up. Anyway, yep. Go here, go over, page down, connect. And now this should make it possible for these guys to keep going up without getting in the way of these guys. Now, I did lose some of the industrial buildings here, but I can live without them. I think I will actually take out this building here as well and turn this part of the road to keep being a one-way all the way up to here. And it can intersect this two-way over here. Alright, again, page up, over, page down, connect. Over here it can be a two-way. Alright, we'll leave this to play out for a while and see what happens with the traffic later on. You can see here that the traffic has cleared up incredibly since placing this road here to take the trucks in through here. It was a real oversight on my part that I didn't remember that the industry imports and that it was taking their trucks into the city to take this one way. Actually, it was probably taking this one way to get the resources to the industry, so this is going to fix a lot of my traffic issues. Now I did destroy some industry here, so I should make some more up here, for example. Ooh, damn, I forgot about this. I had some industry here that was connecting these areas with power. Now that it's not there anymore, I have to use pylons. There, fixed. Whoa, sorry guys. A lot of pissed workers. Okay, why is there a shortage of power over here? 1%, 120, 130 megawatts. Not sure what's the deal with that. There should not be power outages over here. Alright, so where do I increase my industry size? I guess I could use it over here. But then again, I haven't really used this part either, although this is a one-way, so I should not zone onto that one. Over here I decided to go like this, so this is where I will zone more. Was this a one-way or a two-way? It's a two-way. Okay, I can zone industry here. Not with this tool, with this tool. There you go. A bigger industry zone, and I think that's enough for that zone. I will build the next one up there. Should I have enough water and power to cover them? Well, just barely. I will really have to think about a new power plant. Now, I do have a large demand for residential, so I should build more. Let me just prepare this area with a nice park. 15,000. These parks are really expensive. How about I try with one of these? Space is occupied. It seems to be a little wider than roads. How about a dog park? 5,000. Not too expensive. Maybe something small next to it. Nope, nope. Yeah, never mind. Okay, it doesn't have power right now, but it will once some residents come to live there, and they will very quickly, I'm sure of it. Okay, there we go. More zones. They're popping up right away. What else do I need to do? Power. Yes, I need to make sure to have enough power. So the question was an oil power plant or a coal power plant. The oil one produces more, costs way more, and creates a little bit less pollution, but I'm not really worried about the pollution here because it is an isolated area. So I'm thinking another coal power plant. I'm not completely sure. 20,000 with for 40 megawatts. That's almost what 500 per megawatt. While this costs 100, 500, a bit less, 400 per megawatt. If I calculated that correctly. No, I did not. 400 would be 40,000, and 400 times 20 is 8. So yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more than 400. So it is a bit cheaper per megawatt, but it does cost 2,000 per week for the upkeep, which is 4 times more. So I'm thinking I will stick with the coal power plants after all. Okay, that's way more power than I need, so I will reduce its budget a little bit to, let's say, 90%. That should send me into a sweet spot. 129 available, 115 used. Excellent, nice sweet spot. Do I have everything that these guys need to grow? I do. The park now has power. Now, am I covered with services? Looks like I am with these services. With these, yes, as well. Fire safety, kinda okay. Police safety looks good. Education, 1,200. High school eligible, only 1,000 capacity. I'm starting to think that I could really use another high school. Not really sure what I should do at this point with the high schools. Oh, okay, I'll buy a new high school. I mean, I will need it if I want to expand more over here. So let's just go with another high school for now. It is kind of expensive, but I can't pay for it. I did get a large cash bonus after that unlock. Okay, let's get back here and see how the traffic is flowing. Much better than previously. Much better than previously. Why are they changing the lane? Because they're gonna turn left. Oh, right, that's why they're changing their lane. Interesting spot to change the lane. Maybe this is... Ah, this is a two-way. That's why they keep changing lanes. Okay. But wait, why is that a two-way? Probably didn't delete it when I was creating the road for the second time. Okay, but one-ways are not good for your zones to be on, so I'm going to take away these zones here. Make this just a one-way all the way. Now they won't have to change lanes here. They will just change lanes before they get over here. Again, this four-way intersection here is creating problems for me. Okay, connect here, and disconnect this one over here. Let's see how that works out. That's a big pile up. That is a big pile up. Hopefully this should solve some of these issues. But I may need to build a street that's completely made just for them to get into my city and not stop for the trucks coming out and in of these industrial buildings. We'll definitely have to spend some time thinking about that. Although I have some ideas right now, but I think I will leave that for the next video. Again, I have achieved somewhat of a balance here. No services are required, no utilities are required. Residential and industry could grow, so I'm pretty happy with this, except maybe for the traffic. So I will keep playing with that in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for more.